This has been a Rogue Media Network production.
Welcome back to another episode of No Waco. This is your host, Debbie. Welcome back to another episode of No Waco. I'm your host, Debbie, and today we have a very special guest here in the studio. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey, I'm Wendy Michelle Davis. Do you want me to say anything else?
Just say who you are and what you're with.
I'm an artist and I'm putting on the Austin Ave Art Fair this weekend.
Whoop whoop. And
Woohoo.
you are actually a veteran on the show. So you've been on before. So we're so glad to have you back here in the studio in our new location, right here in downtown in the Alico building. We're so glad to have you here to talk about this exciting event. So you're putting that on this weekend. Tell me all the details. Tell me all about it.
Wow. So yeah, the Austin Ave Art Fair is going to happen. It's actually happening on Austin Avenue and 8th, which is the Anthem Stories building right across from Maria Mezcaleria down from the Hippodrome.
Mm-hmm.
And there are 14 amazing Texas-based artists with their booths all set up. We have a lineup of lots of local musicians. We had Suede last night, and tonight from 6 to 8 we will have Smooth Nature.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll also have Maria Mezcaleria serving margaritas and Waco L serving their brew, their beer. And we'll have live painters painting throughout the day as well. So it's going to be a great day.
I love that, and that's absolutely amazing. So this is a full festival happening all weekend long.
Yep.
What are some of the things we can expect?
Boy, from 11 to 8 today, on the street, there's like this great curb on either side of the building. It's a corner building, and there'll be at least 4 or 5 artists creating, painting, and drawing. We'll have outside. We'll actually have the Lindsley brothers playing tonight from 5 to 7 outside of the building, and then from 11 all the way through 8 p.m. tonight, we'll have musicians playing in the mezzanine level, which is like the upper level on the inside of the building. And then, of course, all the artists with their work and their booths, and all that work is for sale. They'll also have prints as well. Brew coffee will be open in the building as well. So, yeah, it's a great time. Everyone should come out.
Yes, that's going to be absolutely amazing. So what is the mission behind this art festival?
It's a great question. So I've never put on an art festival before, and I never thought that I would. But the story in a nutshell was several months ago, I think it was early June, I had tried to get into the Celebration Festival, and they have vendors on their street, and I've always wanted to get in because it's great exposure for my art, and I didn't. And that almost the same moment that I got the email that I didn't get in, we were sitting at Maria Mezcaleria, and I was looking across the street at that beautiful 100-year-old Anthem Stories building, and I thought that would be a great place for a group art show. I'm just going to see if it's available, and it was, and that's where it all started. But I mean, something that I've always loved doing is bringing people together, and as a full-time artist, I found it part of my mission to bring community to artists and also bring art to our community as well. So the main reason this art show is happening is because I want Waco. I want people to see all our amazing artists and musicians and be able to support them, but also for the artists to just share their work with the community and let it be seen. I think Waco needs more platforms, more venues, more events for artists to be able to show their work. And the beauty of this indoor event is it gives the art a safer space than outdoor events, of course. So,
I love that. And one of the things I always say on the show is you got to be the Waco you want to see. So really there is a need, and you were able to fill that. And it's so fantastic seeing just everybody coming together and being able to grow on this. I know that this is going to be happening. Do you have any plans for doing this maybe again in the future, or what are some of your goals?
Yeah, it's been, I mean, when I started, I was like, this will be easy, just throw it together. But it's been so much work. But it's also been really fulfilling to see it come together and to see so many different businesses and, like Cultivate and
Shout
Creative
out.
Waco
And
and
Creative
the
Waco,
Art
shout out.
Center, just as the arts community.
We just got some
helping
grid
out.
walls sent over
I
there.
know,
Whoop, whoop.
some walls. You're hosting the artist dinner
Whoop, whoop.
at the end of the event for us. So yeah, I could definitely see this happening next year. That's what we're planning on, especially now that the community kind of knows what it is, and they're not like, what are you doing? It's like, it's an actual art fair.
Yay.
But yeah, hopefully we can get some more support behind it for next year, and potentially have a venue that we can have even more artists showing their work. So
I love that. That's absolutely fantastic. And again, this is just built out of a need in our community. Of course, Celebration is this weekend, so a lot of people will feel like that is both a great way for people to get out, but it's also like, if you're a local, you're like, maybe I shouldn't go downtown. But this actually gives people a reason to go downtown, get engaged in our local culture, meet local artists, and really just have a good time.
Yes.
Really just having something fun and for people to do.
Yeah. No, it's such a neat way to bring the community to get together. And who doesn't like music and art?
Exactly.
I mean, if you don't, we just have to say, what's up? So, and I mean, it's going to be a great, I have 25 artists that are going to be painting on the streets, like in rotation. And I have, I think, 13 groups of musicians.
Wow.
So it's like bringing all this talent and all these people that love what they do, love the arts together, to show Waco a really good time.
Yeah, that's going to be absolutely fantastic. And again, this is right downtown, right on Austin Avenue.
Yes.
This is such an amazing opportunity for people to get out, hang out, and enjoy a good time.
Yes, for sure.
Well, that's perfect. Thank you so much for sharing about this event. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Okay.
Boop, boop, boop. Commercial break.
I feel like I'm getting redder as we
You did
go.
a great job. No, you're great. And so, like I said, now we'll go into Waco questions. We'll go into what would you like to see more of in Waco? What are some of the things you're looking for? And then we'll do our little shout out section. So you can be able to shout out. You don't have to shout out everybody, but if you want anybody you want to shout out, you can. And of course, just be like, all of our sponsors, all of our people, all of our artists. You don't have to say name names if you don't want to be here for 20 hours. And then, of course, anybody that's helped you along the journey, you can shout out. Okay. And then at the end, we'll have your plug section. So that's the opportunity, last minute, social media, where they can find you, where they can find more information about you.
Okay.
So if you need to look that up, let me know. We can just take a quick pause, and then you'll just keep going.
Okay.
And then that's it.
Okay. I got this.
And then I'll give you your little soapbox moment. I'll be like, is there anything else you want to share? And that's when you can really do all the soapy. Okay.
Yeah, I'll try. Let's go, brain. Let's do this. I feel like I'm a little off.
It's great.
It's all right.
All right. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. And we're back. So right before commercial break, we were talking about this exciting event happening this weekend, in a way for artists in our community to come together in such a beautiful location in the Anthem building downtown. One of the first questions I love to ask when we get back from break is, what is something you would like to see more of in Waco?
Sure. Well, I hope that the Austin Avenue Art Fair spurs more venues wanting to put on art shows, even small art shows, or hang artists' work throughout town. And definitely want to see this art fair turn into something that's happens yearly.
Yeah.
So people can look forward to it and prepare for it.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
What would you say is one of your, I know I already said kind of goals, but do you have a qualitative goal or a quantitative goal for what you're expecting?
Yeah. Well, honestly, I would love to see all the artists with the booth space, the ones who've invested work and time and their money into preparing for this. I would love to see their work sell. So if you're looking for art for your home, your office, any space, come out and check out the artist's work and see if anything you see resonates with you. And I just encourage you to buy, because real art is so much better than that, big box store, mass-produced art.
We're calling you out, Home Goods.
Didn't name any names, just Debbie did, but
for legal reasons.
Yeah. But I think that when you have real art that's a little bit more living, it's been touched by the artist, it brings life to your space, and it brings more meaning to your walls, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I love that. And you yourself are an artist. So how long have you been in the art business and doing all of your wonderful, amazing works?
Yeah, I've been creating art since I can remember. Yeah, both my parents were not artists, but ever since, especially when I hit high school, it was like, ooh, I just want to do more art. I didn't go the art educational route because I was encouraged to find something.
A real job?
Yeah, something that was going to
Quotation marks?
actually make money. And then, so I taught for a long time. I taught English. And then just a few years ago, in large part to Creative Waco encouraging, artists to look at the business side and kind of going after that, I eventually quit my full-time or my two part-time jobs that made over a full-time job and decided to become a full-time artist. And it's been amazing. And I've learned a lot, especially over these past couple years about, how to set up a booth, how to put on a show, how to do open studios. I even host painting workshops at my home studio, and I host artist retreats too. So I feel like a lot of the things I've been doing over the past couple years have helped prepare me, at least somewhat, for this art fair.
Yeah, and it's amazing seeing just like that culmination of being able to take all your past experiences and your own personal works and again, just bring it to others and make that space and creating space here in Waco, which I feel is the most important thing, is creating space and giving a voice.
Yes. Yeah, and I love Waco, and Waco's growing in so many fantastic ways, and it's growing in the arts too, large part to Creative Waco and Cultivate and the Art Center, supporting artists. So I want to be a part of that. I want to see these artists lifted up and known by not just the Waco community, but beyond that too.
I love that. And you've already shouted out some amazing organizations and businesses here in Waco, but is there anyone else you would like to shout out that's helped along this journey, who are involved?
There are so many, and I wish I could
many.
just go down the list, but you'd be like, okay, let's keep it rolling. Knoxville Ranch, which is a wedding and event venue, has been super helpful with everything. Having Waco Ale and Maria Mezcaleria serving drinks for Thursday and Friday and tonight, Friday night, has been really helpful. But then there's just countless artists who've donated things for the silent auction and businesses who've donated things for the silent auction. That's you can come down and bid on some really beautiful baskets. There's like a date night basket, a getaway basket, a pet lover's basket, a coffee lover's basket. There's like a whole bunch of them, and they're all great, and they're all local businesses or local artists that were a part of that. So thanks to everybody. I'm really grateful. I couldn't do it without you. And also all the people that are volunteering too. I've got a long list of volunteers. I'm one person, and I've realized that, can't do it all. So I'm really thankful for everyone.
I love that. That's absolutely amazing. Well, we're so glad to have you here. Of course, now it's your chance. Plug everything. Tell us all the information where we can find more about you, and of course the fair itself.
Thank you. Okay, so we do have a website, and it's just the AustinAvenueArtFair.com. We're on Instagram too as Austin Avenue Art Fair. Not on Facebook, but you can find me on Facebook and on Instagram as Wendy Michelle Davis. And I think that's all the social stuff that I have.
Perfect.
But we're out there, and we're on Google as well, on Google Maps.
Pop a quick Google.
Yep.
That's the easiest way to find you. All right. Well, thank you so much for coming on today and sharing your time with us. And again, just really showing this passion here in our community. Is there anything else you want to share with our listeners today?
I just want to say, if you're trying to figure out what to do this weekend, here you go. You're all set. Come down to the Austin Avenue Art Fair. We'll be there today until 8 p.m. and we'll be there tomorrow from 11 to 6 on Saturday. So,
whoop, whoop.
Yeah, we look forward to seeing you.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much for your time again. We loved having you here in the studio, and we can't wait to have all the awesome artworks that we're going to be able to see this weekend.
Thanks, Debbie.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Find us everywhere on all social media platforms, KNOW_Waco. Check us out at roguemedianetwork.com, and we're on YouTube under Rogue Media Network. Check out nowaco.com.
This has been a Rogue Media Network production.